Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So you guys asked and we've listened. So we've gotten emails, quite a bit of them asking to basically email them when we have a sale or a course is launched by a coach or live meditations get started up again. So we have listened. We have created a mailing list. The link is in the description below. Please sign up for it if you'd like to get discounts on our coaching. Find out when a coach launches a bundle, puts a sale on a course, launches a new course, or starts, offering live meditations. All these things, we're going to be emailing that list, okay? Of course, we'll also mention it on the YouTube channel like usual, but you'll be the first to know on that mailing list. So guys, thank you so much for being here. And we intend that each and every one of you guys manifest your desire. And remember, you guys are perfect. Each and every one of you is perfect, and you deserve what you want to create, and you are powerful, and you can create it. So without further ado, enjoy the coach's video.
Hey guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I intend you guys have an amazing day today, an amazing weekend, an amazing week going forward. I intend this video helps you guys, resonates with you. You feel so much more calm after watching this video. You have a bunch of aha moments after watching this video. I will be talking about not just SP related stuff in this video, but because you guys have been requesting a lot of like my money tips and stuff like that. If you guys haven't seen any of my old money and abundance videos, all is going to be in the playlist. Go to our channel, the playlist, scroll down to Ani. All my videos are there. So many personal success stories, money in abundance, so many client success stories, but also SP stuff too. So this is not just going to be a one topic video. It's going to be different topics. So stick around for that. Also, you guys, for all of you sending in great success stories from courses, my new course out, Ani's self-concept course, or any of the other courses or the bundle packs, whatever, I will be getting to your success stories. There's so much, and I haven't had time to share all of them, but I will definitely be sharing them going forward. So I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys saw one of my shorts recently. I had posted, so that day that I went to the casino, I won 3 jackpots. One was 3,000 something. I don't remember the exact number. One was 6,000 something, and one was 8,000 something. And I couldn't get the video to play on the short for some reason, so it just shows up as a screenshot. But I want you guys watching to understand that this is not about jackpot wins. This is about you allowing that abundance to come in, that money to come in, just like this applies to specific people as well. So whatever you listen to right now in this video, the formula applies to all. It's like 1 + 1 = 2 everywhere around the world, I think. So this formula is going to apply to every department of your life: money, abundance, SP, third parties, job opportunities, whatever. Okay. So first of all, we need to identify something. And I talk about this a lot in my money and abundance course. And there's actual homework in there and a more organized routine for you to follow if you need a routine to follow. Links should be in the description box down below for any of my courses. But when it is about manifesting anything in, you first have to understand that all is neutral. Everything in your reality is neutral. Money is neutral. Money is not evil. And if you continue to think that money is evil, you're going to stay away from it because you think it's not good for you. But at the end of the day, it's neutral. Like, for example, let's say this is money or whatever it is. It's very neutral. It has no meaning, nothing. The moment you put perception onto it and say, oh, you know what, this one time, this meant something really bad. Like, this meant evil. This black colored marker was evil, complete. Now you're identifying this as no good for me. So, no bueno, right? But the truth is, this doesn't care how you identify it as. Your specific person doesn't care what meanings you attach to them. Your subconscious mind doesn't care what meanings you attach to anything. The money coming in doesn't care what meanings you're attaching to it. If you say it's bad and you should stay away from it, it will stay away from you. If you say it's good and you are open to receiving it, it will come in. So always keep that in mind. That's very important. Like, I feel like not a lot of people talk about that, or it's forgotten a lot of the time. So nothing is separate than you. Everything is a part of you. The meanings you attach to things are very important. So first of all, you create a better relationship with money. If you've been thinking money is hard to get, again, this applies to a specific person too, you guys. If you think your specific person is hard to get, or it's going to be a struggle to have them come in, show up better for you, you're attaching that meaning, and things have to play out in that way for it to turn out to be a struggle. Same thing with money. If you think money is a struggle to get, or you have to put in a certain amount of hours to get a certain amount of amount to come in or to flow into your bank account, these are all meanings we are attaching to things. Okay, so my own family is still very surprised, even though I've been like manifesting money like crazy for years. They're still very surprised at how we can go out to a casino or to wherever, even not a casino. Like, let's say on my birthday recently, I was playing poker with the family and the guys. I literally won everyone, even people that were way better players than me, that have so much more years of experience of playing on me. I still won because my mindset has changed from what it was years ago. And how do you change the mindset? You intentionally start changing meanings going forward of how you identify with certain things. So what I would do is I would write down certain beliefs you have about whatever it is that you're manifesting, whether it's your specific person, whether it's removing a third party, whether it's attracting a better job or a higher hourly rate or a higher salary or whatever it is, or even winning money at the casino or the lottery. You write down the topic and you write down the meanings you have with it. How do you affiliate with that? What relationship do you have with that? Is money easy for you? Is money hard for you? Is it a struggle to bring in? Does it require a lot of hours of work? Does it require a lot of labor? All of these are your beliefs about it. Now, for those of you who least resistant way is to, for example, like, let's say you thinking of winning money, like winning the lottery is too far away, right? It's too resistant for you within. Then start smaller. Like, okay, next time I go to the casino and I bet $10, I'm going to win this much back. Or the next time I go into work, my boss is going to talk to me about giving me a raise. You can go smaller. I think a lot of people, what they do is they're like, oh my God, I can create, my thoughts create. Okay, we're going for the $300 million Powerball jackpot win. And then when you don't win it right away, because you haven't worked out your limiting beliefs about it, you get really discouraged and you're like, okay, this is BS. Okay, so always keep those things in mind, you guys. So it takes some work. Like, you're not just gonna one day wake up and all your beliefs that you've been believing for years and years and years all of a sudden disappear. I mean, I intend they do, but so far for most people, it doesn't work that way. They keep coming up to the surface for you to deal with them. And when they come up to the surface for you to deal with them and change your thought process and the meanings behind what you give it, right? Then you'll start seeing some movement. So number one, create a better relationship when it comes to money and abundance. Number two, start seeing people as wanting to support you and help you along the whole way of your manifestation journey. Are you manifesting SP? start seeing SP wanting you to manifest them that way too. Because remember, you guys, no one is against you on this journey. No one is. You are literally directing this movie, and all these actors are standing paused, waiting for you to hand out the script so they can follow your script. Now, for those of you that have a script of money or specific person, as they keep giving you a hard time, or they keep showing up as a jerk, or whatever it is, right? When will you change the script is the question. You got to sit down and change the script, or else everything you have been believing and assuming of them for all this time has to continue to play out until you're not comfortable with it enough so much where you're ready to make a change. Okay? So always remember that, like, it is scientifically proven in quantum physics that until we attach a perception onto something, it's literally still. And then you put your perception on it, or you think about it, or you remember something, and boom, it conforms in that way and continues to play out. Okay? So definitely start beating the drum of the story you want. There's always two drums in the world, in your reality. There's always two drums. There's the undesired story, and there's the desired story. When it comes to desired story and creating a desired story, we need to watch the relationship we have with that certain topic, the assumptions we've been attaching to it, what are our beliefs about it. Are we shifting our beliefs? Are we changing our beliefs? Or we're keeping it out in this old drum and just beating. Yep, you didn't show up for me. Money didn't show up for me. Remember back in 2015, this happened and you didn't show up for me, or my boss didn't give me the raise, blah, 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 blah. I have to work extra hard for money because money is something hard to receive, or SP is hard to attract, or whatever it is. New drum. The new drum is nice. The new drum is beautiful. It's expensive. Every time you beat it, the new drum is like, I'm going to send out the most beautiful scenes in your 3D reality right now for you to enjoy it. Okay? For money, you guys, also, you really want to stop affiliating old evidence. Like, for example, let's say, okay, I'm gonna say it, like, I'm sorry, not sorry, I'm the queen of, like, jackpots. That's how I affiliate now, how I see myself. And you guys probably will know what I mean when you watch all the videos, but listen, of course I can do better. Like, the highest one so far was 17,000. But my friend won 1.4 million on a jackpot once, and I'm working towards that. But see, like, obviously I have limiting beliefs too. Like, 1.4 million is kind of like, even though I've seen it, like, now it's easier to grasp here, but like, for example, it's easier for me to imagine like 17 grand, 18 grand, 19 grand, 20 grand personally. Why? Because that's literally what I've seen, and that's what I resonate with. But if I literally, like, put more focus into it, it'll probably be more and more and more and more going forward. It's literally on how much focus and energy you put into it. There's some people that they're just like, oh, it's too much work, I don't want to do it. Oh, it's too much mental like focus, I don't want to do it, right? But then either maybe that you don't have time, maybe you're lazy, whatever it is, right? Or you're procrastinating it for whatever reason, maybe you don't believe it. But why not attempt little by little to see a little bit change, because it's only going to benefit you. One thing that helped me, and it might help you too, is like, once you like start working towards changing the belief, right? And you see some evidence, milk that evidence as much as you can. Like bring it back into your memory, bring it back into your present moment. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Like, it felt amazing. Start talking to your friends about how amazing it was. Start remembering the scene, start imagining it all over again. Milk it as much as you can, because focus creates, you guys. Focus creates. Like, I bet you if I sit and milk enough, like my friend's 1.4 million jackpot hit, I also have it on, I have a video on it in our playlist. If I take the time and I sit and I focus on it enough, that's going to be me. It's just how it works. But because Ani has like billion trillion things to do, like she hasn't done it, but she should. Anyway, you guys, I want you to take this like light, fun. Life is supposed to be fun. You are a creator. You have all the power at your fingertips in your mind. You are meant to experience the best things. And for a lot of you, it's very stressful. I understand. For a lot of you, manifesting SP. For a lot of you, removing a third party. For a lot of you, manifesting a huge jackpot win. I was there too. Obviously, everyone is there. When you're first starting this, you kind of feel like you're starting at zero, right? But just know it's only going to progress from there. It's only going to progress from there. But put in the consistent work. You have to, you guys, because here's the thing. If you do some work and then, oh no, there's an urge to go backwards, and then you do go backwards, but you stay in that old state again, unfortunately, the old stuff has to push out again. Your brain's like, oh no, like, we can't tell her not to think these things because we're not God. She's God. You're God. Your brain or your subconscious or whatever, the force that's pushing it out for you is not gonna second guess or question you because you're God of your reality. So it's not gonna talk back and say, yo, don't do that. Like, you're gonna go back to the old reality. I mean, you might not feel good. Your body might whisper to you, like, hey, these thoughts are off. Like, this doesn't feel like what you want. But if you ignore that too, you're only gonna go back into projecting the same old story over and over again. So that's why we say persist. You've probably heard us say persist, stay consistent. This is the reason, because sometimes what happens is the new tries to come out. It's wanting to come out. The money's kind of flowing in, and then you might go back to the old story, and then you might feel a pause for a second. And a lot of people in that middle state, in that middle moment, when you're manifesting like whatever it is that you want, there's this like, from the moment you think it to the moment you receive it, there's a little bit of patience needed, right? So in that moment, what a lot of people do are like, oh my God, see, I had it yesterday, I had it the day before, I don't have it for the last 2 days. What's wrong with me? What's wrong? Maybe I'm not a good enough creator. Maybe this, maybe that. And then boom, all that lack thinking is bringing you back to lack story, lack evidence, lack-based stuff. And just remember, when you beat the drum of lack, and that's all you're thinking, unfortunately, I mean, this is good, but not in the lack part of it. Your brain pushes out more thoughts that match what you're thinking currently. So you're not crazy. You're not spiraling on purpose. It's just when you think of something unwanted, but this goes for the same with the wanted stuff too. But when you think of something unwanted, when you think of, I don't have enough money, I don't have my SP yet, and you think of it enough, your brain's going to be like, here's another thought. Let's push that out. Let's support that first thought you had. Let's support more. Let's support more. And then what happens is you feel like you're like everything's caving in. And it's nothing's wrong with you. You're not crazy. You're not a bad manifester. It's just how it works. But that's how it works when you're thinking of the new story too. So let's say you start thinking of a better feeling story, or you start thinking of, imagine me sending in a success story to Ani of having won $17,000. And you start focusing on that. And then another thought will pop up. What if it's 20? What if it's 20? Who would you tell? How would you celebrate that day? And your brain keeps pushing out all these great supportive thoughts to match the initial thought. How beautiful is that? When you start focusing on the better story, your brain supports you. Everything's supporting you, you guys. Everything is supporting you. Recently, I think I shared this in one of my last videos. One of my clients did the abundance course and they won $3,000. Proud of her. So proud of her. If you guys want to see any of those success stories or all the feedback, it's all in the community post. It's all in the YouTube videos on the playlist. Mine are there too. But just so much evidence. So much evidence. There's no reason for you to not attempt, apply. Because learning is half of it. Taking in the knowledge is half of it, but then apply it. Okay? I'm kind of like that with like dieting, or I know all the right ways to eat healthy and nutritious, but I don't, because I don't apply it. But then again, us being manifestors, we can intend that whatever the heck we eat or drink nourishes our body, gets us to our goal weight, and our body is just enjoying itself, and all the cells in our body are making us extremely healthy, extremely healing us, right? So always see, you guys, always health, money, wealth, SPs, always assume the best for yourself. Okay. So I want you guys to also apply these things that I talked about money to SP as well, because SP is also energy. Your specific person is just you pushed out. Your specific person is responding to the thoughts that you keep transmitting. If it doesn't happen right away, the work you're doing, like let's say you've been doing work, been doing it for a day, you've been doing it for 2 days, you've been doing it for a week, you've been doing it for 2 weeks, please don't assign the meaning that you're not a good manifester. There's orchestrations happening in the background. Like I talk about it in a lot of my videos, in my personal success stories too. There's literal orchestrations happening. There's things going through that person's mind and things happening in their life, pushing them to push out your desired behavior going forward. Literally. So sometimes, let's say you're removing a third party and the third party wasn't removed overnight and now you're anxious, or they weren't removed, you've been doing the work, they weren't removed in like a few weeks, right? Things are happening. The third party is having realizations of, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, I want to go and be happy with somewhere else. Your person's having realizations, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, I want to go and be with you. It's happened to me personally. It's literally happened to so many of my clients. So please stop thinking if something's not instant, you're doing it wrong. If you want things to be, if you want to know if you're doing everything correctly, I would say a lot of this is intentionally doing the work and then having fun, or letting go of needing it now. That surrender is important. For example, something that happened to me recently, there's this show on Netflix that like I literally watch 24/7, and I was watching reruns for a few months now because I didn't know when the new season was going to come out. So the other day I was like, you know what, like I'm actually curious, I want to know when the new season is going to come out, so let me Google it. So I Googled it, and Google said that it's going to come out in fall. So like September, October, November of 2022. And I was like, okay, I have a few months to go. I guess I'm going to continue watching reruns, right? I put it out there that I desire to see the new season of this. And then once I accepted my current reality, which is saying it's going to show up in the fall of 2022, not anytime soon. I accepted that, but I still had my desire. So I let go of needing it now. Guess what happened? What fall 2022? Screw fall 2022. It literally happened 2 to 3 days after I checked when it's going to come out. So as of right now, I'm watching the new episodes of that show that I wanted, that I was told will be playing out in the fall. There was like a huge article about it, that it's definitely going to be in fall. It's been confirmed, blah, 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 blah. Circumstances do not matter. I jumped into a parallel reality where I get what I want. That's why you put in the work, you do your homework, you do your courses, whatever it is that you got to do, whatever it is that your coach is telling you to do. And then you accept your current moment, knowing that it's getting you to the better moment. And it could literally happen like this. So if you're saying, oh my God, I've been doing this for months and I don't have it, you could literally have it tomorrow. You don't know, but stop beating the drum of lack. I see it in a lot of comments too. I mean, not so much mine, but I've been seeing it throughout YouTube in this community. And the fact that someone is taking the time to write out their lack story, it tells you where they are dominantly. And it's not in a good place, because that huge chunk of focus coming from lack is only creating more, unfortunately. You see? But you guys, if you are interested in any of my courses, Money and Abundance, Self-Concept, Remove the Third Party, Manifest Your SP, or any of the bundles, links are going to be in the description box down below. If you guys have any questions, email us. If you have any questions about the website, email us at sessions@createyourfuture.co. If you want to see any success stories of mine, jackpot wins, settlement checks coming in the mail randomly for me, for my mom, that happened to my mom too. I taught her a few things to do, and she did it, and she all of a sudden got settlement checks in the mail. With my clients, my recent client that won 3,000, another client of mine, this is kind of like more abundance, not so much jackpot or anything, but she was literally told that her house will not be selling anytime soon, and they're gonna have to sell it at like a 50,000 price cut or whatever it is. And she literally was like, no, I'm just gonna persist in it. And they were telling her, you should wait a little more, like a few months more, then sell it, it's gonna be better. She's like, nope, I'm gonna affirm it, I'm gonna intend it, and all of this. She did it, and literally in a week she sold it at the price she wanted, around the time she wanted. So you guys literally can jump into the reality of your desire right now. Just persist, okay? You guys, I will see you in the next video. Love you all. Appreciate you all. I intend all of you see movement this weekend. See you. Bye.